Good morning, guys, and welcome to Lit Capital, bringing you today's market outlook. It's Monday, the 27th of January, and before we get into the actual chart work, we want to show you our website where we've had a 50% sale off the whole of January. This will be the last week where the sale was still enabled for you to actually capitalize on our offers. Please go through it if you haven't, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel also if you haven't. So let's get into it. Before we go into the chart, I want to look at the economic calendar with you guys. Mainly based on Wednesday to Thursday, we do have some interest decision rates with the US on the Wednesday, and on the Thursday we do also have the Bank of England. So there is some vital news coming out from banks which could impact the market. So our focus will be on what the outcomes of those are. Other than that, there isn't really much news until Wednesday. We do have some CPI news from coming out from Australia. Other than that, there isn't really anything that's really caught my eye and the attention of things to look out for. Going into the charts, metals, they opened up on a very bullish structure. I'm not sure if you guys have been following what's happening in China with the outbreak of that virus, but it's affecting the markets in a bullish momentum as people are pouring their money into safe havens and precious metals. So definitely keep an eye on that. There will be a blog later on regarding this. Gold, silver, platinum, they all started pushing way higher as soon as the markets opened late last night. So I do expect the markets to continue to be bullish on the metal front. So we will see what happens with the Fed interest rate decision as well regarding that, because the USD is definitely due to provide some volatility. So the first pair I actually want to look at with you guys is pound USD. I do believe we are overall bullish on this, but I do want to see a sell back down into an area of imbalance and some liquidity before actually taking off higher. So for me, what I've seen in the chart was, a formidable double top, which has been, left there. In my opinion, that's going to get taken out at some stage. I do believe we can get a push down lower, back into this swing to create, another higher low before actually taking off to the upfront. I could be wrong, but, I will be keeping an eye on this pair, as I said, with the interest rate decisions on both the US and the pound. It's definitely going to be something to watch this week. Overall bullish, but like I said, I would like to see a sell to buy scenario first. So be sure to keep you updated on that in the Discord. If you have joined, be sure to be looking out for that. I also want to look at with you guys Euro USD. We had some news last week which forced this bearish structure. If we actually dive a bit into it, we can see where they've played out from. Mitigating out of this candle and then actually accelerating lower. So in my opinion, I am still bullish on this overall, because I do believe, similar to GU, they've sort of left a relatively equal high. So I would like to see it taken out eventually. If we don't, we don't, but I would like to see it taken out, as I was planning for a sell, a bigger sell from a higher price. So I would like to see it go up. The daily structure did break to bullish, so I would like to see it spike before continuing lower. But where and when it could, I'm not so sure, because I did have this zone marked up. Get rid of that. I did have this zone marked up, but considering what the European interest rate was last week, with it being them sustaining it, so it was perceived as negative, I'm not too sure. I'd like to see a structure break on a lower time frame, maybe a 15-minute structure break. But for me personally, I'm yet to see that. So even though it's in my zone of interest, I'm not really looking to take the trade until I see something on a smaller time frame first. But I will be keeping you updated as well in the Discord with this. But yeah, I am overall bullish on this, because I do want to see those highs taken out, and I do believe we can get a push higher. It's just depending on what happens with the USD this week, to be fair. So definitely keep an eye on that. I also want to go through with you guys, excuse me, want to go through with you guys AU. So I did have a setup on this also, where I was expecting a push higher, but we've actually gapped down lower, and actually going over the weekly structure, it has maintained bearishness. But I would like to see if we can get a push back into, zoom in a bit, into some of these imbalances that have been not been filled, and also some relatively equal highs that have been left. So I would like to see price give us a push. Hopefully, you know, the news this week could be a catalyst with the USD. I think, yeah, with this imbalance that's been left on this time frame, we can see a push higher. Where I do have one more zone lower that I am looking to play off. If it does break this zone and we do get a close below here, then I do believe we actually could see a new lower low being made overall in the bigger picture, which would be, you know, taken out of these lows and actually forming a very bearish structure on the higher time frame. So we'll keep you updated with this. Be sure to check out the Discord as well if you already haven't. I'm now going to pass you over to Adam. Have a good trading week, guys.
Okay, thank you, Jacob. Guys, I'm just going to start on the CAD JPY, show you what I've been seeing on this one. The weekly structure has been bearish for a while. As you can see, we're just coming down, lower lows, lower highs. I'm going to pay attention to where the eye is. It looks like the lower lows have stopped, and then we're getting a bullish reaction with a few breaks of the structure here. So if I just come down to the daily, I'm looking at an entry around these imbalances areas. I want to see how it plays out here. And of course, I'm watching the candle here to see how it plays here. So I'm looking for a buy. I can see this going a lot higher, maybe up here to fill the imbalanced area. So again, stay tuned on this one in the Discord. There's another thing on the CAD JPY, just quickly. I'll go down to the 4 hour. I just want to see it play in this area here. I want to see on smaller time frames how it's going to react. If we start to see, you know, signs of it dying and a bullish turnaround, then I'll be calling this one in the Discord. So stay tuned on that one. I'll just quickly go over to the pound Australian dollar now. Same again. Personally, I'm still bullish on the pound. The gap opened up yesterday. It's gone higher. I was looking for it to drop a bit lower. So on the pound, however, I'm looking at this area here where the imbalance is. I think it's on a 4 hour. I'll just come here. It looks a lot clearer. I want to see price come a lot lower if we're going to get the buy that would then go make the new high. It could be going already. Stay tuned on this one. I'm just looking at the confluences. We've got the imbalanced area. We've got a key level of the 19,000. And of course, we know institutions like to play off these key levels. So stay tuned on this one. The pound is going to be patient. Be patient with these ones. They can take a little while to set up, but when they do, it should be quite a good entry to get in. Thanks for watching the setups, guys. Stay tuned in the Discord throughout the week. If you haven't already, be sure to check the 50% sale now on the website. That's litcapital.co.uk. Have a great trading week, and every day is money day.